Hello and welcome to this tutorial to get you started building and using your own WordPress website. We're going to be playing with a version of our own WorldSite Media website here. It doesn't look like it was built using WordPress, but that's kind of the point. So here's a quick look at how the page is put together. There are several parts that we can see here on the site itself that we'll also be able to find once we go inside the site itself and start mucking about. First, you've got your header. This is a nice image and some text that sits at the top of the page and shouts hello to the world. Next, you've got your menus. These contain all the links to different parts of your site. Here we have them on top because we like the look, but usually the menu goes down the side of the page in what we call a sidebar. And we've got the actual body of the pages themselves, all this stuff in here that changes. This can be either a page or a post. Pages are things like your contact page or your about us bit that are always going to be in the same place. Posts are your news updates, blog entries, things that are time specific. So let's go into our site and just see what's under the hood. So this is the dashboard, and your first thought here is probably "Ah!" But don't worry. To do most things you only need a fraction of this stuff. So let's have a look and see what we have down the side here. We've got posts and pages, we've talked about these. Menus, okay, we know what they are. But let's start with themes. One of the reasons you're probably using WordPress is because you don't want to have to muck about with lots of code to tell the computer to make your site look cool and do everything. That's why you can choose a theme, which already has the text font, colors, menus, and basic layout of the site set up for you. If you're a WorldSite Media client, the chances are we've made a custom theme for you, so you don't need to worry about this. But for everyone else, let's go ahead and see what's going on in themes. So we just click on Appearance and then Themes. And as you can see, it's opened up a huge catalogue of themes that you can browse through and install. Some you have to pay for, but some of these are free as well. The great thing about this is that if you get your site built, you've created hundreds of pages of great content, and then you decide you don't like the look, you can activate a new theme and it will change the look of every page instantly without changing your content. So have a browse, pick a theme and activate it. Done that? Splendid. Next we need to sort out the header. This bit, remember? So again we look in Appearance and Header. Now exactly what you get here will depend on the theme that you've just chosen, but in almost all cases you'll get some kind of window like this asking you to upload a picture and stick in some text. It'll usually tell you what size of image works best. So you click Browse, that'll open up a window on your computer where you can locate the picture you want to use and upload it to your site. WordPress will do the rest for you. Again, WorldSite clients, this has all been done for you, so don't worry. And the last thing we're going to do here is just go into Settings and Reading. This is where we can tell the site what we want on the front page and in our posts categories, which we'll talk about later. So here we can tell WordPress that when someone first comes to our site, we want them to see either a full list of our latest posts, which you might want to go for if you're blogging a lot, or we can tell it to make our front page always the same. And here we can choose which of our pages is the front page. And this is more usual, as you probably want a nice welcome screen and a bit of blurb to start off with. So usually you'll go for this static page option. And this setting here is worth looking at as well. If I click on an option in your menu and look at, for example, latest news, it'll pull up a list of your latest news posts. Here you can tell WordPress whether you want it to show the full article straight away, which might make your page very long, especially if your news updates are long, or just to show short excerpts from the posts that link to the full articles. So set those to what you want, and that's it, we're up and running. So the look of the site's set, and it's time now to start creating some content, which we'll do in the next tutorial.